the top 10 benefits for attending memoir writing conferences. So number one, and this is something that you can do without a conference, but you're totally immersed in doing it in a conference environment. And that's gain knowledge. You're absorbing a wealth of knowledge from the industry professionals through lectures, panels, workshops. You're just submerging yourself in all of the stuff, and it can be really exhilarating. The feeling of the exposure, and you may turn fangirl or fanboy a little bit because you may see familiar faces that have already succeeded beyond where you have, and it's exciting to be in that environment. So number two, network. You want to make these valuable connections with other writers, agents, editors, and publishers. Now, I do publishing. I do professional editing, developmental editing, and I teach people how to be freelance writers, ghostwriters. I do all of these things because I found that as I was developing as a writer myself, these are all the things that I really I needed to find those people. And as big as the internet can be, sometimes you don't know who to trust. And so I paid and paid and paid for personal coaches for all of these things. And in doing that, I grew myself stronger. And that's my point here is when you invest in yourself, you become stronger, you can help other people. And that could also be a way for you to develop your own skills for income building, endeavors. But networking is a huge deal. Number three, inspiration. You get to hear the stories that other people share. You get to listen to other memoirists, and you draw their inspiration from their journeys. You want to definitely have your own story, at least a slice of it, that you can share as well, because never underestimate the value that you have, that you can give other people as well. Number four, feedback. Participate in critique sessions, gain the valuable feedback on your work, and it will, if you listen, if you absorb, and if you accept the feedback, it can take weeks, months, years off of the development of your skills and of your projects. Number five, exposure. Stay updated on the current trends, practices in memoir writing and publishing, because when you're in a conference, really, they're going to talk about a lot of the news, a lot of the things that we wouldn't necessarily know anything about otherwise. And that's the really cool thing about it, because you're so in your silo, in your project, in your world. And when you go to a conference, you're able to learn this whole world of writing. And that's the fun part. Number six, pitch opportunities. Now, a pitch opportunity can be intimidating, just hearing it, but there are people who literally, that's what they do. That is their whole job. And they some of them more than others, but they get pitched a lot. And the stories that they hear may sound all similar to each other. So you need to learn how to master craft your pitch. And at the conferences, there's usually these pitch opportunities that you can get yourself in front of agents and publishers and do your pitch. They can also have workshops where they will teach you how to craft your own pitch. So it's a really great opportunity to craft, develop, and give your pitches. Number seven, skill development. Now, this should be obvious. That's why it's way down at 7, but it's important because when you attend workshops, workshops as a whole, you're going to strengthen your own skills. But in a conference, there's usually multiple workshops that you can attend. And sometimes you may get one workshop in 1 month, but when you're at a conference, you may get 10, workshops in that several days all packed in there. So it's a really incredible opportunity to just totally immerse yourself in improving your skills. Number 8, market insight. Now, this is kind of like what I said with the news. When you're at a conference, you're able to learn about publishing process, how to effectively market your memoir, or to self-publish even. But the knowledge of going from taking it as your story to then taking it further into the publishing world, then that's something that you can definitely benefit at a conference. Number 9, motivation. Just the energy in those conferences when you have so many people who are all excited about the opportunity that they're facing. It's a great feeling just for yourself, but just imagine that feeling that you put off, and say that there's hundreds of others going as well. It's just an amazing feeling, the energy, the vibe, the synergy. It builds your motivation. So if you're struggling with motivation, you definitely want to go to a workshop ASAP. But if you have the opportunity to go to a conference, heck yeah, get out there and your motivation could be through the roof. And then number 10, community. You feel this sense of belonging and of connectivity with the community of like-minded writers. It doesn't matter if their story is the same as yours. That's not what we're talking about. They have the same quest, the same finish line is to get their stories out of them and to learn how to put it into a book form, and then ideally, maybe get it published. So when you're doing writing conferences, it can be a life-changing event. If you have not yet been to one, I urge you to do some research, go to a search engine and just look for, where and when the next conference is. It may be something you do once a year. It may be something you do once ever. Whatever it is, give it a try. At the very least, definitely stick with workshops any opportunity you can. And if you're hardcore into crafting your best stories, and you have the opportunity to go to a retreat, do some research on it, of course, but jump on that, because that is sometimes a once in a lifetime opportunity. But conferences are something that you absolutely want to grab onto. All right, guys, let's keep moving.